Hi everyone, this is Cheryl from the YouTube channel Desert Diva, and I only do this once a year, but at holiday time I love posole. It's kind of a New Mexican thing. I've never had it before I moved to New Mexico, and it's not worth it to make in small amounts, so I usually make quite a bit and then I freeze it, and I also give some to my next door neighbors. So anyway, let's start. The first thing we're going to start with is I like to make mine very simply, and I use the crock pot. So I'm going to turn on the crock pot. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use 32 ounces of bone broth. And you can use chicken even though posole is made with pork. So I'm going to open this up and I'm just going to pour it into the crock pot. It's a lot easier to use the crock pot. I just basically I simmer the meat all night, and then the next morning I put in the other ingredients. So there's that. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use an onion. We're going to chop an onion. I don't know why, I probably should use a bigger knife, but I kind of like to use a small knife for chopping up things. You're seeing me work in my new kitchen. Since we couldn't go anywhere this year, and I've lived in this townhome now for about 20 years, I had the original range. I had a refrigerator that I had bought when I first moved to New Mexico, and the countertops were really old. I didn't like it because the previous owners had put up, they kind of like decorated on their own, and they made kind of like, that sounds my ice maker. It's making ice. They put up these like glass blocks, and it separated the dining room from the kitchen, and I didn't like that. So this summer I ordered a new countertop and had the repairman take out the glass blocks. And so now I have an extended counter, and it's over on the other side there. Well, nope, you're facing this way. It's in back of the camera. But, and then I put some bar stools up so I could sit and eat at the counter, and I really like to do that. And this little thing, I don't know why, I'm kind of like paranoid about destroying my new counter, so to protect it, I found this pretty large piece of, I don't know if it's supposed to be a chopping block or what, and so I have that. I'm gonna get rid of some of these onions into the crock pot. I don't know if you noticed, but I bought an apron at Walmart, and I really like it because it's buffalo check, but I always wash my things when I get them, and you can't see, but around the neck, it's already faded. And so that didn't make me very happy. Now, if I were a really good chef, I would use garlic and use a garlic press, but at Sam's Club I bought a big thing of garlic because I thought, well, I can use this at home and I can also use it, put it in a different jar, a smaller jar, some in a smaller jar, and carry it in my RV. So it's about 2 tablespoons full of garlic. The other thing that I'm going to use is a bay leaf. I put 1 bay leaf in when I'm cooking the meat, and after the meat's done cooking, I'm going to take it out. They're kind of small, let's use 2. Now I'm going to chop the meat. And it's pork sirloin roast. And there was a big package. And I had the butcher at Albertsons cut it into 3 pieces. So I'm using 2 of them today, and the other one I'm going to freeze, and I'm going to put it in my freezer, my chest freezer, out in my garage, and either make another posole or maybe just have pork sirloin roast. So anyway, it's kind of big. This knife is my favorite knife, but I don't know if it's sharp. So if not, we'll start with this, and if it's not sharp enough, I'll switch to another knife. We're just gonna cut the beef in kind of like, I don't know, chunks. And guess what? I need to sharpen this. Let's try this one. Better but not good. So you know what I'm going to do? Just so I can carry on here, I'm going to kind of chop it into bigger chunks, and then after the meat cooks, when I take it out tomorrow, I'll cut it down some more. I'm wiping this off, but this needs to be sanitized because of the meat and cross-contamination. So I'm going to stop the video here, and the meat, the pork, is going to simmer quite nicely all night, and we'll pick up tomorrow morning for the rest of the recipe. Okay, I'm back. You can see that I changed into my lovely Christmas jammies. And the pork has been in the crock pot for several hours, and it's pretty done. And as you can see, I've taken some of it out, and I sharpened my knife in the interim. I'm just kind of chopping it just into shreds. Okay, I'm going to give it a stir. And now we have the last parts, which are very easy. I'm going to have to reach over. I'll be right back. I was running these under the, these were frozen, and I was running them under hot water. This is red chili puree, and the kind that we get in southern New Mexico, and a very popular company is named Bueno. And as you can see, this one is mild, and this one is hot. So in my way of thinking, and since I'm a transplant in New Mexico, I favor medium. So mild plus hot to me equals medium, and it does come out kind of like that. So all we do, I'll give you kind of a look inside. It's just red chili puree. You can make this yourself with chili pods, but again, I'm kind of the path of least resistance cook. So all I'm gonna do is just put this into the pot. Here they go. The last thing that I'm going to do, and I usually use canned hominy, but this year for some reason I thought, oh, I'll try something different and I'll get the uncooked hominy. And again, this is frozen and it's by the company Bueno. And if you buy this, there are two recipes on the back. One is for posole. I don't know if you can see this, probably not very well. And the other is for menudo. I love posole. Menudo, not so much. I'll probably cook this on high for maybe, maybe an hour, and then I'll turn it to low and let it simmer overnight. That's my posole recipe.